Here's a remedy for high blood pressure that works. You can't ask for a bottle of anything and a glazed donut to go. Here's the thing. That would be really stupid. I'm gonna give you 3 easy solutions. You can do them starting now and hardly cost you anything. Would you like that? I bet you would. The third one may surprise you and might piss off some people, but I don't care. The drugs that are given to people for high blood pressure, man, they're insane. Some drugs are designed to eliminate water, so you're always going to the bathroom. Some drugs make your heart such that calcium cannot enter the cells, so your heart will not beat as strongly. Think of that for a minute. We're gonna give you a drug that's gonna stop your heart from beating so strongly that it reduces your blood pressure. No. Some drugs dilate blood vessels. That's a good idea. Some drugs stop your kidneys from doing their job, and thus that lowers your blood pressure. Let's take out one organ so we can help another. No, not for me. How's that for a transition? The best remedy for getting off blood pressure medications is to stop the need for blood pressure medications. In other words, we're gonna get you healthy. So you end up with blood pressure that's normal because your health is now normal. So number 1, start walking. You have to walk at a fast pace. If you walk with a good clip, you are going to get exercise. It's amazing when you actually not window shop like a lot of people do, but when you walk with intention, your blood pressure will go down. There's a number of benefits of walking. When you walk fast, your heart rate will go up. Now, how high do you want to get your heart rate? The answer is if you measure your heart rate and you have not what I have, but an actual, this is a real watch, by the way. What most people have is not a real watch. What most people have is a tracking device, so people in another country can find out where you are, what you're doing, what your heart rate is, what your blood pressure is, and they're tracking everything that you do. Trust me, that's why I have this watch. But most people have a watch like an Apple Watch that measures your heart rate. And if you look at your heart rate and your heart rate is 180 minus your age, so if you're 50 years old, you want to get your heart rate up to 130. If you do that, you're probably walking at a very fast pace, and that's going to lower your blood pressure, because what happens is when you're doing cardiovascular exercise, your body will start to produce in the blood vessels more nitric oxide, and this nitric oxide relaxes and dilates the blood vessels. And with exercise, very often the results can last up to 24 hours. So if you're taking a blood pressure medication that's dilating your blood vessels, why not walk and dilate your blood vessels? Both the drug and the exercise last the same amount, but there's a benefit and there's no side effects of walking, other than if you just don't like it, but that's not why you're here. Number 2 is you can take some supplements that will help lower your blood pressure, and there's lots of them. There's beetroot supplements. Fish oil is really good, softens the blood vessels, reduces inflammation. There's vitamin D. There's magnesium. Magnesium is awesome because of all the supplements out there, magnesium is something that we really need. And the reason why is because the mineral or the electrolyte magnesium, we just aren't getting in food. We're not getting enough of it anyway. So at the end of the video, if you hang tight, I'm gonna give you a way to get a free bottle of Magnesium Breakthrough. I like this stuff the best. It's got 500 milligrams of magnesium, 7 different types of magnesium, so that's freaking awesome. I like this company. If you get a free bottle, all you gotta do is pay for the shipping. So if you're in America, it's like under $8. If you're in Europe, it might be a little more. It depends on where you are. But contact the company. There's a link down below. I'll tell you more about it later, but let's get on with the most important, which is number 3 and the most controversial. All right, this is the one that sucks because I'm gonna upset a lot of people, but most of the research on diet shows that a Mediterranean style of eating is probably the best for your overall health, your blood pressure, your cholesterol, your longevity. Now, I know that's going to upset some people, but if you eat more fruits, more vegetables, more fish, more chicken, a little bit of meat, and olive oil, and you stay away from boxed foods and processed foods, it's almost that simple. You don't have to go to extreme. If you want to eat breakfast, you can have breakfast. If you don't want to eat breakfast, don't have breakfast. Once in a while you can have breakfast, once in a while you can't. But you don't have to count calories, but you do have to eat enough food such that you get enough protein for your body, but not an excessive amount, but not a limited amount. If I require 100 grams of protein a day and I only eat 25, I'm malnourished. But if I require 100 grams of protein a day and I eat 200 grams of protein a day, that's too hard on the kidneys. So you eat the right amount of protein for your body, the right amount of carbohydrates necessary for good energy, but you want excellent carbohydrates. Not cookies, not donuts, not pastries, but what you want are vegetables, leafy green vegetables, all types of different vegetables. They have tons of minerals and nutrients in them, very healthy. Now, some people, their body is so sick, they can't tolerate those. So you back off for a little bit, but eventually that's what you eat. And fruit. Fruit has tons of nutrients in them. The reason why people are afraid of vegetables is because they heard there's lectins or there's oxalates, and they don't want to eat fruit because they heard fruit has fructose in it. Well, that's bad. Well, you're confusing high fructose corn syrup with fructose that comes with the fruit. Overall, a Mediterranean diet is going to benefit you in the long run. Extreme diets work too, but that's the one that most of the research really supports.